on Dragon Ball Z.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she just don't care. I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Why would you tell them that? And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Well, that took a turn. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Dirt! Why do they have underage looking girls as romantic options? No siree. No siree. You're in high school, not middle school. That's Monica. That's Monica right there. Yo, what up, Monica? Come on, dap me up, Monica. I'll join the Literature Club. Insert title screen. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Contamination. Yes. Lust. Man, I'm hitting the Yuri buttons. Secretive. Beauty. Oh, nice. Kiss. Oh. Wait, why is why is Monica not here on one of these options? Melancholy? Adventure. Fantasy. Wow, I didn't think I was gonna hit the tsundere button there. Dude, I really like the jams, dude. Family? Heartbeat. Wow, okay. Love. Vanilla. Okay, no, I need to hit it. Misfortune. No, I need more Yeti. Scars. Why? Stop. Depression. Why? Stop! No! Horror. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to get Yuri. I'm not trying to get no offense, Monica. Or is that Sayori? I can't tell. They're all so cute. Fear. Why are you? Swimsuit. What? Peaceful. Determination. Man, I was trying to get all the Yuri buttons. Hi again, Zeus. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. I would never run away from you, Yuri. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Zeus. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Hey, I ain't got no commitment issues, girl. Better chill out. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Now, come on. He deserves any slack. Sorry, he told me you didn't even want to join any clubs last year. I didn't want to join any this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. What do you mean by that? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh, you got caught! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! That it is. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Oh, don't worry, guys. Zeus always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with the busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning your room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? What do you mean, is that so? I think you should be remembering these things. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Wow, very blunt here. Very, very upfront and blunt. It's nothing to be jealous about, baby. How come you and Zeus can become good friends too? Sayori? Yeah? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Can't say I'm unhappy about it. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Saori? Me? The frick she bringing me? Not really. Don't be shy now. It's really nothing. What the frick is it? Never mind. Sorry, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, puts my hand on her shoulder. Don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal about it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Oh, she's being so cute, guys. My eyes! My eyes! My eyes! She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading that much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Saori and Monica were having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the books Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening in on Saori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. That's so boring, by the way. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to the creative minds. I didn't read that correctly, but it's fine. What's this? Somebody is talking like... She's taking this really seriously. What the freak? It's rare to hear her deliberating about this. I can't read. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Yeah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcake speaks to my creative tummy. Yeah. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of that event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Saori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Saori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Holy freak, she's close. I open my eyes to find Saori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Dead, I would have probably fell out of my chair. Sorry, the freak you looking at me, girl. Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud, dude. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. They're always looking out for me, Saori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Huh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't. I can't even do that. Look, Saudi, it's written all over your face. Eh? Saudi glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Huh? I rub my fingertips down the side of Saudi's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. You meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Oh, there we go. Seriously, sorry. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Cool. Eh? That's super mean. That was super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Why would I do that at all? Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Okay. That is right up the rom-com alley. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. Don't make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess? Hey, be careful. Button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs are got bigger again. At least she's blunt and honest about it. Don't say that out loud, dude. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see a Saudi's blazer buttoned like that? What do you mean, strange? But it's so stuffy. I know that did not just say ooh. It's not worth it at all. Saudi hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Saudi puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, that he wouldn't even let you do the things like this. You're right. A boyfriend would not or should not let another dude do that to his girl. That's correct logic. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Man, if that's not a freaking romantic flag, I don't know what is. Stop saying this stuff out loud, for real. We're in the freaking middle of the club. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. It's not good at all. It's not good logic. It's not something to be happy about. I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning? We are escalating things very fast here. You're doing it again, Saudi. But I was joking that time. It's impossible to tell with you sometimes. I didn't even hear the joke. Okay, Monica's like, I'm gonna stop this. All right, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Zeus, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Saudi still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, totally did. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Saudi and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Saudi's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri, easily. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I could trust her opinion, to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading it. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, dang. That's rough. That's rough. It's that bad, huh? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there were specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Don't give a crap. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light! The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. That's actually really good. I like that. I'm sorry, I have such terrible hand. That was great handwriting. It's rare to have good cursive handwriting these days. What? Wasn't thinking that at all, dude. Like, shut the freak up. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah? That's a relief. Also, I liked your poem, which is true. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Zeus. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Counting on me for what? All right, next up, we're gonna go with Monica. Hi, Zeus. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to break things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I mean, of course, it's only logical. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. I'm getting annoyed by Monica. Don't worry, Zeus. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Saori would like. Is that so? You and Saori are really good friends, right? I would be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Saori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be, because you totally are. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Saori's writing has a kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. I'll teach their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. What kind of experimentation are we talking about? I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. She's on to me, folks. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Yeah, you sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's take a read. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Whoa. Well, that's interesting. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing poems or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. It's actually really good freaking advice. Like, that's stuff people should take to heart for a lot of different things. And thanks for listening. Of course. Who should I show my poem to next? Probably Saori. I'm not trying to go the Natsuki route. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Zeus. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Saori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. This is not making any sense. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Of course, Yuri's queen. Maybe even Natsuki's. I didn't talk to Natsuki, though. I talked to Monica. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Zeus poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so freaking weird, dude. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Dude, Sayori is... I don't like Sayori. I feel like I'm losing brain cells talking to her. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Zeus. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? It's a lie. I'm terribly selfish. I'm trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What the? That ending was not what I thought. I was liking the flow of it until the ending. Oh my goodness. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Yeah, I could see that. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Sure you did. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I suppose. And last but not least is Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a bit blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. What the freak did I just read? It's like a 2-year-old's freaking poem. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I do not like it. I don't know why I'm saying I like it in here. I don't like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. It's because your writing's not serious. It doesn't have to be sophisticated. It just has to be good. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? What expression was there? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about the simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like it's set up for all the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud that I won't take that away from her, I guess. Cool. Whew. Jeez. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room, and that was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Zeus did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Dang! You tell, Yuri. And Zeus liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I, You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Zeus appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh, nice jab there, sister. Is everyone okay over here? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Zeus started showing up. Dang. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you, they both freaking say. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Zeus, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Zeus. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You can understand that, right, Zeus? Well... How do I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be Yuri. Not even a question. Not even a question. Yuri's waifu. Natsuki. You're right, that I did like your poem. See? Wait! It's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm so sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that, Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. No, Yuri was fine. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna go do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her poem up from her desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, baby. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, all right, I believe you. Thanks, Zeus. You're too kind. No, you. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing, babe. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Oh, well, never mind about that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Zeus, how about you? I'd probably say the same, yeah. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Zeus! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It surely has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I'm not. I'm full Yuri. I'm on the Yuri bandwagon here. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. You see why they make good friends with you. Whew. You know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh, yeah. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, baby. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. I'm not seeing any psychological horror aspect to this. This seems like just a regular dating show. But whatever guys, I mean, let me know in the comments below your thoughts and stuff, I guess. We'll see where this goes. I'm Gavin Zeus. I'll catch you guys later. See ya, and God bless. God bless.